So now, last time we have seen the means geometrical shape, how to create the shapes and how to define the properties, okay, of these objects here. Have you seen that? Done. So now today we'll see translation properties. Translation properties in the sense movement, rotation and scaling. Okay. First one, this one. Second one, how to modify the object in three different levels: vertex, edges and faces. This is second point. And third point is what we create a small, at least two assets in the today's class, we can say. Small assets only, it will not be a complicated. Why? Because right now we are in the beginning level, so we'll create a small asset related to the same objects what we are creating now. Okay. Now example, I am taking this what is we say cube option in this one. Okay, as one second, let me define the properties here. Now go to this polygon cube. Under this cube settings, I want to reset these properties. So simple option, come to the edit option and say reset again. Now, so what happened? Resetting in the sense it will again go to the default settings again back. Okay, so I'm using the move tool and try to move up. Already you know how to use this move tool, rotation tool and scale tool. Once again I'm showing. Move tool has three directions: X, Z and Y direction. Now if you click here, now it will represent with the colors also. Why? Because you cannot see the axis over here now. Red color represent X direction, blue color represent Z direction, Y color represent green direction. Okay, whenever you are moving this one, now left and right side we can say by using X direction over here in this viewport. Front and back by using Z, nothing but depth. Okay, this is what width and this is what height we can say, or up and down we can say. Object will move up and down. So this is for the so moving we can say. Similarly, scaling can be done by using this X axis, Y axis and Z axis. Again you can see all three axes. One more axis you can see, that is yellow. Can you see this one? That is your world axis. World axis in the sense you are rotating your object in all directions at a time. You can see here the rotation values are 0 over here now on this side. Now if I am placing the cursor on this one or in the middle of this one, if I am rotating, it is rotating all the direction at a time now. See. Okay. So I am giving 0 value back again. If you want individual direction, that is X, Y or Z we can say. So first of all I will use X direction. Now I can rotate in X direction only. Okay. Similarly, Z direction I am rotating. This is what Z direction. Again the color represent what? The direction. So I am using Y direction rotation for this one now. Okay. Now if I am using this one now, that blue color line, that is yellow, earlier it was yellow, now it will rotate all directions at a time. Right. So this is for the rotation we can say. Similarly, scaling is nothing but resizing of your object. Again we are having individual direction, we can use individual direction, and as well as world axis we can say. World axis we can modify from world axis, means altogether it will increase all width, height and depth. First of all, what I'll do, I'll increase this width only by using this X direction. It is increasing the width. Similarly, Z direction will increase the depth. Okay. Similarly, Y direction will represent the height here on this one. See, we can increase and we can decrease. Okay, clear? This is what scaling. Yesterday what we have seen, that is properties. Properties can be seen over here. Width, height and depth. There is no change in the width, height and depth, even though I have modified in big size. See, there is no change. Scaling we are doing in this one now. Okay. Now example, right now 1 inch is the width, height and depth. If I am scaling this one into 2, what will be the height, width and depth then? My question is what? Width, height and depth is my 1 inch. If I am scaling this one into 2, what will be the height, width and depth? Right, done. Means nothing but you are increasing using percentage value here now. Nothing but 2 means 200%, 3 means 300%, 4 means 400%, 4.1 in the sense 410 10% we can say. Okay, so like this we can increase the value of the object we can say. Right now, scaling, when you are modifying the scaling, there is no what is it, changes in the width, height and depth, but object physically we can see it is modified. If I am increasing the width, height and depth, there is no changes in the scale. Why? Because it will assume this is an 100% for you. Okay, just a small what is it, understanding, that is enough. But anyhow, how much we want, either we scale or we increase the size, that's on you. Both are in same level only. Okay, is it clear? First point. So this is what movement, rotation and scaling. Now example, if I want any partition in the sense I want to remodel this one, the front side should be big size and the back side should be small. Okay, so what I need to do, I need to go in editing mode. Okay, before editing mode, let me show you these properties also. Just now what we have done, same option, movement, rotation and scale. Movement is nothing but translation, rotation and scaling. Both are same, no change, but here exactly we can provide the value, here approximately we can modify the value, that's it. Now example, I want to move this object in the x direction. I am using plus value. Okay, 20 points here now. What happened, 20 points, it has moved till here now. See, I am taking the move tool. Now instead of 20, make it around 5. This much is it is going to move now. Okay. Now if I'm giving 0 value, it will go to the center point of the grid here now. Similarly, if I give -5, it will go in opposite direction, plus and minus over here now. Now if I want to move this object this side, I need to give minus value. If I want to move this side, I need to give a plus value over here. Okay, so I'm making 0 back again to get into the center. Forward, if I want to move, I need to give a plus value. Backward, if I want to move, I need to give minus value. Example, you can see, if you are having any confusion, just move and see what value it is taking, plus value. Give plus value as 5, it will move forward. Okay, -5, it will go revert back, we can say. Example, now I am showing one, one scene is there where my car is coming from here and it is going towards this side now. So I need to start from here, I need to end over here now, like this. Okay, so this is how the translation properties will work. X and Y both we have seen. Now sorry, X and Z we have seen. Now height in the sense up and down movement can be done by using this Y direction. Now example, my car is coming from here now. Suddenly it has certain hole, or we can say speed breaker over here. Now what happened, if I am coming in the faster speed, what happened, it will jump little bit like this. Similarly, whenever it came over here, now I need little bit jump over here now. So which direction? Y direction we need to use around 2 value for jumping this one now. Again after some moment we need to give a 0 value, it will go and settle on the ground here now, we can see. So like this, whenever we are moving this one, we need like this value to be defined for exactly how we want our object to move and modify. So this is what first one, translation properties. Similarly, rotation properties now. Now when you see here now, when I click on X direction got activated. Now I want 45-degree angle for this one. So I have rotated 45 degree. Similarly, 90 degrees. I can rotate in 90 degrees back again. 0 degrees back again to 0 degree on this one. Similarly, I can rotate in Y direction also. 45 degrees in Y. See. Okay, 90 degrees in Y, or else 0 degrees back again in Y now. Z direction 45 degrees. Now you can see 45 degree rotation on Z direction, we can say, and even 0 back again to the normal, we can say. So this is how rotation can be done. And one more option here, at a time if you want to rotate all together all three, now select this all three, hold middle mouse button, drag towards right side to rotate it. Even for the movement also we can do this one. Now I am only X, I am using this one now. See, I am using middle mouse button, scroll wheel is there now, scroll button, press and hold it and drag right side and left side to give a plus value and minus value here. Right side plus value, left side minus value. What we need to do for doing this one, selecting the name of the property here now. Don't click here, only select this one. Then move, hold your middle mouse button up and down to give a movement over here now. Okay, so I'll give all 0 value, so it will go to the original again back. So this is how movement and rotation can be done. Now coming back to the scaling now. Scaling, what I can do, I can give 2 value. What happened to it will increase into 2 times or 200% we can say. If I give 400% now we can say, or 4 times we can say. Similarly, depth, that is why I want 0.1. Why? Because I want to reduce this one as flat surface, so I'm giving 0.1. What happened? It has become a flat little thickness, nothing but plywood we can say, or we can say marble and granite, what we get sizes, those kind of sizes we got it here. Okay, similarly I need a depth on this one, so depth I need 2.5, so I can get the depth of this object now. Like this, whatever object you are creating, based on that one we need to give a value for this one now. Okay, clear this point? Now scaling is nothing but modifying into size. 2 in the sense 2 times we can say, or 200% we can say. 3 in the sense 3 times 300%. 3.5 in the sense 350 percentage we can say, or 300 points we can say. Okay, is it clear, these properties, translation properties? Done. Now coming back to the third point. What is the third point we want? Now that right click on this one, go to this option. 3 options we are having: face, edge and vertex. Before this one, right click and hold your mouse left button. What we need to do, press and hold your mouse left button unless and until you see the hotkeys on this one. Okay, under this one I can go with the vertex, edges and faces to modify our object. These are the 3 options which we use mostly. Fourth option is what? Coming back from editing mode to object mode now. Just what we need to do, we need to move when it is selected, release your mouse right button. That's it. It will activate there. Right click, I want to activate vertex now. Release on the vertexes. So what happened now? Vertexes got enabled. What is vertex? Nothing but this point. Can you see? This point. Now one point and second point over here. Now if I want to connect this one, these 2 vertexes, it will generate one line over here now. Means whenever you are connecting these 2 points, it will generate one line, that is called edges. This is what edge we can say. Now how many points we are connecting? 2 points. Okay, if I am connecting 4 points, I'll get 4 edges on this one. So 1, 2, 3 and 4 edges. Okay, whenever you are connecting 4 points, you are getting 4 edges. When you are connecting 4 edges, you are getting option called face here now. Okay, now example, one second. Let me take the brush. Now this small point is called vertex. If I am connecting one more point to create one object over here, now this is what? 2 vertexes. How many? 2 vertexes. Now when I want to connect these 2, I'll generate one line over here now. This line is called edge. This is called vertex. Okay, and what about this one? It is called edge. Okay, and if I am connecting 4 points over here now, 4 points if I am connecting using these lines only, now this will generate this face now. This face is this is called face, nothing but surface it will generate. That generated surface is called face over here. So 3 options we are having: vertex, edges and faces we can say. Clear? Right. Now example, I want to go with the vertex now. Right click and hold it and click this vertex now. We can move up and down this vertex, and in X direction we can move, in Y direction also we can move. Now this is what? Single vertex I am moving. Okay, now if I want to move multiple vertex now, select this using shift button, you can select multiple vertex. Now you can move at a time this selected vertexes over here now. See how easily we can rebuild the model here now to different shape. Okay, so how many vertexes I have selected? 2. Now if I want to select multiple vertex at a time, so I can use one more option, that is called marquee selection. Okay, marquee selection we can say. Now what happened, whatever comes under this selection, these lines, boundary lines what we see on the screen now, all vertexes will select in this one now. So what we can do now, you can see at a time we are moving all 4 vertexes in this one now. Even you can rotate, you can move, and you can scale also. Now press R key for scaling, you can scale it also. What happened now, it has become a small size in this one. Individually also we can do height, width and depth. Why? Because we don't have height here. If we do, nothing will happen. Okay, let me go with the object mode back again. I'll delete this object. I'll take the cube again back. With the cube, okay, I'm taking one more option, that is cylinder. One more I'm taking in this one, sphere. Now see, easily we can select multiple vertex. Why? Because only few we are having on this one vertex. So I can select 1, I can select 2 by using shift button. I can select 3, I can select 4 like this. Right now it is 4, easily we can select. If I am having 20 or 30, it will take larger time. So now now example, you can see here now in the cylinder mode, if I am going to the cylinder option, right now we can see 20 vertexes I am having on this one now. Now if I am selecting one by one, it will take at least minimum of 20 seconds over here now for selecting this one. I want faster to be done, a faster selection to be done for this one. Simple option, use your space bar, come to side view, or means this is side view and this is what front view. Whichever you are feeling comfortable, you can maximize that one. Little zoom, alt and middle mouse button to pan. Now using mark you selection, we can do the selection in very easy way and very faster. We can see now complete all vertexes got selected. Can you see? Including the middle one also. I don't want the middle one to be selected. So control, hold control and again do the mark you selection. What happened? That selection is gone. Now I can scale and I can decrease the size of this object. Now see what happened now? We are modifying it now. So from the center point, if you want, you can increase, otherwise you can decrease also based on your requirement. Okay, now if I am creating a table lamp, okay, if I am creating a table lamp, I need this one only. With the scaling, I need to give a movement. Why? Because I want slightly like this. I want this one also to go inside. Now like this it should be now, see. Can you see? It should be like this. Now in the bottom should be empty over here now. Right click on this one, faces, select this multiple faces. Now at a time, if I want to select very easily, okay, rotate it little bit, take a marquee selection, but mostly we can select this one from the side view and front view. I am doing from the perspective. Why? Because I got the similar surface over here. Can you see bottom portion is selected? But even this also got selected. I don't want this area to be modified now. So hold control, mark you selection to remove the selection. Now see, top portion is not selected and this portion is not selected. Only the bottom portion is selected. What I can do, I can delete this bottom portion. Now see what happened now, it has become flat surface over here. Can you see? I can create a table lamp using this property now. Table lamp top option will be there now, that you can create easily without any problem like this. Okay, so this is how this object will be modified in this one. So first one is what? Vertexes. Vertexes, single vertex we can select from any viewport, multiple vertex and single line loop. Loop in the sense complete round circle we can say. This one. Okay, this one is called complete loop. Loop in the sense complete from start to ending in the circle format, 360-degree format we can say. If we want to select this one, we need to go either front view or side view to make selection. But here I cannot select. Why? Because my one more object is coming in between here now. But whereas in the front area we can easily go and we can easily select from here now. Simple option, select this all, okay, and remove the bottom portion selection and drag down here. Now see, we got nice shape in this one. Okay, so now tombs you see, tombs of some kind of so what is it, minar in the mosque you see. This kind of objects will be there on the top of this surface. Now if you want to rebuild in a better way, we can rebuild it. Just this is not the current topic, but I am showing you how it can be rebuilt and how it can be modified. This is not the current topic, but even though I am showing, because you will get an idea what actually we are doing with this combination now. One second. Mesh tool, insert edge loop tool, and try to add one line. Sorry, it is not adding. Let me add one line over here, one more line over here, and try to grab this line, double click and try to move up. double click and try to move up and scale it because I want in the same level. Now select the faces can be selected in this way, but what happens sometime backside portion also will select it like this now, see, because we have projected like this and we have made selection in this way now, so it will select the whole area. So for this one we need to go to the side view or front view, try to select only this face. Now come back into the perspective. Now see, only one face is selected here. Now I'll use extrude option. Okay, try to move using this what is it, blue color arrow. We can move outside here. Okay, with the combination, press R key once it is modified and decrease the height of this one. Now see, we got a nice, okay, design over here now. See. You can see. So like this you can build your different shapes like this. Now we can easily rebuild it. Okay. So what we are doing, we are going with the vertexes, selecting single vertex. Now right click, edge, single edge will select. Now if I want to select the complete loop, simple option, double click on this one to select the complete loop. See, complete loop is selected. Similarly, if I double click on this one, it will select the complete loop from here and this side also. Maybe it is blocking this one, so one side it has selected perfectly also. Similarly, faces also, select one single face. If you want to select multiple faces, double click on this one. But what happened in the double click, it has selected the whole object. I want only this loop to be selected. But in edges it is doing perfectly. Double click, and even vertex, if you double click on this one, it will select the complete loop over here on this one. Okay, but even if in the faces, if I want to select this loop completely, hold shift button, click on this one and double click on this one. Sorry, first one, shift and double click on this one. So what happened, it will select only this loop. Once again I'm showing, first we need to select one face. If we want to select this complete loop, hold shift and double click on the next one. So what happened, the loop is selected here. Clear? Right. So like this we can select the faces on this one. Similarly, vertex also, if you select one, if I hold shift and if I click it, it will select two. When I double click on this one, sorry, first one, double click on the second one, it will select only this current loop. Can you see? Similar to the faces only. And edges, we don't have to do anything, just simply double click, it will select the complete loop without holding shift button. So three options I have shown you. One is vertex, edges and faces. Is it clear? If it is clear, I'll go with the next point. Otherwise, I'll explain one more time. Why? Because, yeah, right, double click on that one by using this move tool. Go with the move tool. Yeah. Right click and go with the either edges. Because whenever you are using insert edge loop tool, immediately change the tool from insert edge loop tool, move tool, when your work is finished. That's what. Because it happened with all the students. Maximum 99%, all the students will do this first mistake, this one. Okay, no problem. Right. So now vertex and faces and edges, all you select once and let me know. Edges, first to select single one, then holding shift select multiple, means not in a loop, multiple vertex, multiple edges and multiple faces, not in a sequence wise, random wise. Right, not in a sequence order, we want in random order. No, holding shift you will get sequence, loop, complete loop we can say. Holding shift button, again you can select by just normal click, it will select multiple, means random we can say. Example, I'll show you one more time, just see this now. Here you see, I'm going to the edges, Now if I'm holding shift, if I'm clicking like this, it will select multiple random options over here. Now there is no sequence here. Now if I want to select the sequence, first one we need to select, shift double click on this one to select the complete loop, nothing but sequence lines we can see. Okay, similarly you have to do with the vertex, and you have to do with the what is it, this one also, what is it, but don't yeah, right, correct. Do it once, vertex, faces and edges all together, all three. Why? Because this is what important one. Whenever you are modifying the object, this is the level we go and we modify the object. That's what I want to make sure it is very much clear for you. Everything right, done. Shall we go with the next one then? Okay. Now example, I want to give a small this small assignment in the sense, now only just perform this one and show me one model example. I'll show you, but not huge one. I'll just give a basic one for you. One second. Now can you see this model here? I want the object, single object only, single object. It should be round completely till here, and it should be top area should be like this. But I don't want cap here now. Okay, I want complete bottle like this in this shape. Can you make it and show me? But what object, geometrical shape you need to take to create this one? Any idea? Yes. Can you do it? If it is finished, let me know. Yeah. Yes. Top portion in the side, cap portion. Whole bottle, but in this shape. This shape. Now if I get flat also, it's okay for me. If you are creating with the flat surface also, it's okay. But I need this cap model. Cap I don't want it, but object should be like this, in this curve. Okay. Yeah. Hi, hello. हाँ साई. వాట్సాప్ పంపించే, వాట్సాప్ లేకుండా మెయిల్ పంపించే. రాసేసి. Yeah, is it done? Don't worry, if you don't get it, I'll show you. Just I want to know. Is it done? Okay, no problem. I'll show you if you don't get it. Okay, you will get an idea. So what mistake you have done is you can see and you can rectify that. Okay, right. So now example, approximately this is a plain design. I don't have any design in this one. Okay, I'll create little bit design shape only in this one. Okay, so first of all, what model you got an idea which model we need to take for creating this one. Okay, so right now I don't have anything. I'm taking a cylinder model over here. Okay, approximately the proportions we need to see how the bottle will look like, what will be the size of the bottle when we see the surface. Okay, so now on this one, so right now I'm decreasing the radius value over here, so 0.5 for this one. So what happened, even though my bottle is not looking as a bottle, why? Because it is looking very wide. So 0.3 will be the sufficient for this one. Now see, it is looking little bit bottle model over here now, right now. Now second one, here I have a cap option over here. I don't want these lines over here now. So what I'll do, I'll go to the subdivision caps, I'll make it 0. What happened? This line has gone over here now. Now I got these 20 segments, but for modifying this object, I need some partitions. Now example, you can see here it is flat, but when you are compressing here, we need division over here, one division over here, one division over here, one division over here. But if you want to model this kind of shapes, we need more what do we say, vertices over here now. This kind of models if I want to create it. Why? Because it has multiple levels over here now. Okay, so what I need to do, I need to take height segments also. Approximately I am taking around 10 segments over this one. How many? 10 segments over here. Cap segment I have made it 0. Height segments I have increased to 10. Height I have 2 value here. Now approximately I want to see the bottle will look like bottle or not from the far from here. Now let me go and modify this one now. Right click, go with the vertexes now. Vertex. Now immediately I am shifting my viewport from the perspective view to front view or side view, any one option. Press F key for zoom in the zoom the object exactly to the canvas. What is it? Viewport we can say. Select this top 2 lines over here. Marquee selection. Try to use like this to select these 2 lines completely. Is it okay? Once it is done, now space bar, instead of perspective I want to go with the top view now. Press F key again to see this complete area. Now use your scaling R key and try to scale from the center towards left side. Now again come back to the perspective and we can see now it is looking like bottle shape. But the cap height is very low. I want to increase the cap height now. So I'll increase this cap height little, select this all lines. Again increase the height for this one. Now see, it is looking, but the body height is looking very very heavy over here now. So or we can say more, we can say select this all lines over here first of all the vertices, and try to decrease the all vertices over here now. Now how it is looking, little bit bottle shape now. Now I'm selecting this all except this line. Now I have not selected this top line, I have not selected the bottom line. In between all I have selected, I want to decrease more on this one. Okay, and I am taking the move tool, try to move it and try to place this one in the center. Okay, now zoom and try to right click on this one, vertex only, faces, select this faces, marquee selection to select this single face from here now. Okay, hold shift and try to select this portion also. Try to select this one over here now. But what happened, one edge I am missing over here now. Here I am having 2 edges, here I am having only 1 edge over here now. So what I'll do, so now I need to add one more line. So I need to go to the mesh tool. Why? Because I am missing one line. So I need to add one line here now. So go to this option mesh tool, insert edge loop tool. Try to add one more line over here now. Approximately similar height we can say. Is it okay? Now right click, go to the faces mode, select the first face, leave the second one, hold shift button, select the second face, then third one, leave one in between and try to select like this. All the faces are selected. Now come to the top viewport here in this one. Right now I cannot see how much I am going to modify this one now. But if I press 4 key, 4 is in the key, in the numerical key. Now we can say in the keyboard also you can press 4 to see the wireframe mode over here. Now if I go to the perspective, if I scale this one now, if I scale, what happens? See, if I scale this one, it will go like this here now. I don't want like this. I want slightly some different design to be done in this one now. So I'll go to the top option. I am using the extrude option in this one. What option I am using? Extrude. Can you see this icon? Here it is. Otherwise you can go to the edit mesh. Here edit mesh is there in this option. Extrude option is available here also, or keyboard shortcut Control E. Yeah. So I'm using this option only. Click this one. Only just using this blue color arrow. Can you see the blue color arrow here? This one. Move it inside this one. Okay. How much you want to move? I want to move this much only. Once it is done, right click, object mode. Now come back to the perspective and see the design here now. Can you see? What happened now? Nice design, we got it on this one. Okay, so like this designs, if I want to make it, so for this one, I have done this one now, see. Now, when you press numerical 3 key, it will apply smoothness. What happened? It has become total smooth here now. So when you press 1, it will be normal. When you press 2, numerical 2 key from the keyboard, normal ABCDs are there, na? In this one, if I'm sorry. Hello. Hello. Yeah. So now when I press 1 key, it will become normal. Normal in the sense hard edges you can see over here. Now when you press 2 key, press numerical 2, what happened? It will show you smoothness, basic smoothness with edges. Now you'll see edges with the basic smoothness, we can say. When you press 3, you will get full smoothness on this one. When you press 4, you will get wireframe mode. When you press 5, you will get a shaded mode. What is this? First one, normal. Smoothness, smooth with the edges. Second one. Third option, full smoothness. Now numerical 3. Fourth one, that is numerical 4, wireframe. And numerical 5 is shaded mode. And 6 and 7 is also there, but I'll explain later on. But right now, this many options are enough. Okay. Now next option. Now example was, now if you are having any doubt also, one more time I'll explain. Don't worry about this one. Why? Because this is initial stage of modeling. If your platform is good over here now, the other model will become more easy for you. Okay. Now I'm coming back to this one now. I have done this one, but unfortunately my cap is not looking like cap and bottom it is not looking bottom. Right? So I'll press 1 key back again. Now I need to block this one top surface. Right now it should look like cap and bottom it should look like bottom. So for this one I'll go to the mesh tool. What I'm doing here, I'm blocking the smoothness very smooth to basic smoothness, we can say. That's it. Mesh tool, insert edge loop tool, and I'm adding one line in the bottom of this one. just adding over here. Now if I go very close to this one, it will become very sharp. Okay, I am going to the cap area also. I want to make it this one little bit block over here now. Now see, these two lines I have added. I have not added many lines, just two lines. Now again if I press 3 key, what happens? See now, can you see the sharp edge over here? Sharp in the sense not that much sharp, but right now it is looking like cap on this one now, and the bottom surface is also looking good in this one. See, now here I want little sharp edge over here also, here in this area, top area and bottom area. Why? Because you can see the sharp edges over here, but here I cannot see. Even on the cap portion also I need a sharp edge on this one. Press 1, mesh tool, add one line over in the bottom. Here we need one line to be added, and where you want to block, there you need to create this option. Okay, right click, object mode, and press 3 and see again. Wherever we have blocked, you can see the sharp edge, but here we can see the sharp edge, but whereas here it is smooth only. I need sharp edge here also. So press 1. Whenever you are applying inside edge loop, try to come in a normal mode. Take this inside edge loop tool and add one line over here also. This side I need to add, and this side also I need to block this one. Two sided I have added for this one. Now see, when you press 3 key, now what will happen? Now it is looking flat over here, and slightly some edge we can see over here. Can you see this sharp edge? Like this we build the model now. Okay, even I need threads on this area. Now normally when we have a cap, so we fix the cap by using threads only, isn't it? So I'm adding inside edge loop tool. I'm adding multiple lines over here now. First line, second line, and I'm giving a little bit extra gap in this one to add that threads on this one. How many lines? So 3 threads I'm going to create it. Now come to the side view or front view, zoom on this particular area. I need to balance the lines properly over here first. Go to the vertices, try to move up a little bit, and select these all lines and try to move up, and this one also I need to move up here. And the gap we need to provide, similar gap should be there in all. Select this all, little bit scaling, and this also little bit scale I want it, and this also I need to scale it little bit on this one. Now I need a faces to be selected on this one. So select this marquee selection, and see here how I am selecting. You need to select like this only. Select this first one and shift select the second one, and then shift select the third one. Now these 3 only I am selecting. Now come back to the top view again, use extrude. Now earlier we have dragged inside, now I need to drag outside. Why? Because the threads will come outside here now little bit. Now if you want to see here, now can you see over here? Like this I want it. Right click on this one, object mode, and press 3 and see once. Can you see? Now this has become now threads. Now whenever you are attaching the cap on this one, the cap can be easily attached to this option. I have taken a little bit more extreme. We don't have this much of extreme level threading. We little bit less on this one, so we can decrease also later on if you want it. Okay, simple option. If you want to decrease it, go to the edge mode, double click, press 1, double click on this tool, double click on this one. Okay, shift double click on this one, then again zoom, double click on this one, shift double click. Why? Because it is too heavy we have applied. Now go to the top view, zoom, scale, and try to decrease the width on this one. See, I have decreased a little bit on this one. Right click, object mode, and come back and see this one, press 3. Now what happened? Instead of this one, instead of heavy, so we can say a little bit slightly we have decreased it now. Till now is it clear? Now the last point which I am going to make it, that is hollow block over here now. Okay, press 1 first, right click on this one. Now I am going to the faces. Now we have used vertices, edges, and faces also. I am selecting the face again. Select this face, use scale first, extrude first. In the extrude, click on this cube here. Now can you see the cube over here? Click on any one cube, either this one or any one. Click this cube, you will see the center cube now. Decrease the width, left side you drag it to decrease the width on this one. This much we need depth on this one. Once the first extrude is completed, okay, then again press the extrude again back. Why? Because we need a second level extrude. Why? Because I want to send this one down. Use your arrow key, move it down here now. Till what level? Till this level I want to increase. Why? Because it is going like this in this one now. Press 4 keys so that you can see till what level you have dragged this one down. Press 4 so that you can see where it is going. Now once it is done, I need more, it should go down, but it should scale like this, round shape. Now again extrude, this is third level extrude now in this one, extrude. Move down first, now it has become little narrow on this one. I want little larger on this one. So scale this one and try to scale outside. Can you see now? Now move till down here now. Okay, now if I move this down, what happened? It has become narrow on this one. It has become round on the bottom portion. So we need one more extrude over here now. Now it will not become narrow over here. Now see, it is coming flat on this one. Till bottom I need to move this. Right click, object mode. Now press 5 key to get back to the shaded mode. Now we can see the hollow block inside now. Can you see? Like this we can create a nice bottle over here. Okay, press 3 and see the result also. This is how the bottle can be created. Is it clear? Okay, now in the bottom portion also, if you need anything, like I don't want this much of flat surface, I want slightly it should go inside. Press 1, right click, face, select this face, use extrude, scale, decrease the scale from the center, move tool. Okay, try to move inside. Now it has become little flat. I want to move inside, so become little hollow on this one. So I am scaling more on this one. Object mode and press 3 and see now. Okay, so this is what complete bottle modification we can see using vertex, edges, faces, and insert edge loop tool using mesh tool. Okay, and second option is what? Extrude option over here. Is it clear? Till now, if you are having any doubts, you can let me know. Now, right? Try once. Yeah. If you are having any doubt, you can ask me also. Because this is the base platform. When you are good enough understanding this one, now other model will become more easy for you. This one you are asking, or this one? Whole, no? First of all, no. First, go to the faces and select the face first. 1 second, I'll show you how I have done. I'll show you 1 second. Just in an example, I'm showing this one. I'm not taking sizes and all. 0. Right click on this one, face, select this face. Use extrude. Okay, and then click on this cube. Okay, and then click on this any one cube. Then can you see the blue color, light blue color icon in the middle? That is cube again. Click and drag towards left side to decrease the size. That's it. This much. Then one more extrude we have to do now. Second extrude and try to move down here like this. And how many levels we are having, based on that level we need to take multiple extrudes. Is it done? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. If it is completed, let me know.
సార్ ఆన్లైన్లో పే చేస్తాం సార్.
పే చేసేది ఉందా ఇంకా?
మొత్తం అదే ఆన్లైన్లోనే పే చేస్తాము మొత్తం 3 lakhs.
ఓకే, అది కాదు, వాళ్ళు మేడం రిసిప్ట్ ఇవ్వలేదా?
అలా ఏమి ఇవ్వలేదు సార్.
ఇవ్వలేదా? అది జనరేట్ చేయాలి కదా కంపల్సరీ.
అదేం ఇవ్వలేదు.
ఒకసారి చూడు, ఎందుకంటే దానిలో బీసీ నెంబర్ అని రాసి ఉంటుంది. అది నాకు యాక్చువల్గా అది కావాలి యాక్చువల్గా. ఏదైనా ఒక రిసిప్ట్ ఉంటే కూడా చాలు.
ఒకసారి చూస్తాను సార్.
ఓకే, రైట్. యా. One second. 1 minute. Yeah, 1 minute. 1 minute. You can share the screen. 1 second. Let me stop my sharing. Now you can share your screen now. Yeah. Why? Because yes, you got this extra portion actually. What I told you. Now, whenever you are creating this one, now this surface should have a little extra surface so that it will not come outside. This came outside, because of that reason it has come inside. Can you rotate a little bit? Select, press 1. Yeah, and try to take the move tool. 1 second. Here we don't have any line over here now. Why? Because your means going till here, and we need the surface has to be blocked here now. Okay, add one inside edge loop tool. Take the inside edge loop from here and add one line over here now, inside. Here. Can you see my annotation? Yeah, over here. Just one line, right? That's enough. And take the move tool and alt and left mouse button to rotate your viewport so that we can see whether we have inserted the same place. No. Try to move up using this green color. Move till here. Right. More. Now scale it. Use R key to scale. From the center, not from there. From the center. Left side. Right. Yeah. Now right click, object mode. Okay, so whenever you are doing this one now, the surface, little bit extra surface should be there. Now that will not create any problem. Okay, that multiple stages I have taken for this one, that is because of that level only, because the object will come outside this surface whenever we are modifying it. Okay, right. So this is how the model can be created, and in the next class we'll see a little bit more advanced model in the coming up class. Okay, right. Bye. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Okay then, bye. Welcome.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, Salam Akram bhai.
वालेकुम सलाम.
जी ऑफिस और मैं भी डिफेंस कॉलोनी में रहता हूँ.
हाँ.
तो आपके टूलेट बोल के लगाए थे. तो मैं घर में ही बोल के देखा था, फिर ये वेंचर की ड्यूटी कर रहा था मैं शताब्दी डेवलपर्स में.
कहाँ पर?
शताब्दी में.
हाँ.
जी, तो प्लॉट ओपन प्लॉट है, तो उसलिए कॉल किया था. थोड़ा जगह भी देखने की, उससे जाके बात करेंगे.
तो हाँ, एक मिनट. हाँ, समझ में नहीं आया मेरे को, फिर से एक बार रिपीट करते क्या बोले? एक. हाँ.